There is a direct connection between events that happened more than 50 years ago and the war in Iraq today. In 1953, the Prime Minister of Iran, Mohammad Mossadegh, became extremely irritated. The British were ripping off his country's national resources. He wanted a greater share in it. The British came to the new President Eisenhower and asked for help on this. Eisenhower very conveniently declared Mossadegh to be a communist, and we then set the CIA to overthrow him.
3 days of bloody rioting culminating in a military coup.
The result was we brought the Shah to power, and he created an extremely repressive regime that within 20 years had led to a revolution against him. The Ayatollah Khomeini creates a government that is violently anti-American.
For Americans shot up the hills. Khomeini said, quote, I pray to God to cut the hands off all those foreign advisors.
In the after-action report by the CIA on what they had done in Iran in 1953, they said, we're going to get some blowback from this. We then made a puppet out of Saddam Hussein in Iraq, who was a friend of ours. He was an asset in the CIA's computers. We did so because he was anti-Iranian. He was very fearful that the revolution in Iran would spread into his country. He therefore went to war with Iran. The war was extremely bloody, went on throughout the 1980s. Unfortunately for Saddam Hussein, he began to lose the war. At that point, in comes the United States in the form of Donald Rumsfeld, sent to Saddam Hussein by President Reagan to tell him, we will supply you with intelligence, we will supply you with the weapons you may need through covert means. It is why cynics in Washington say, we know Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, we have the receipts. This is what we mean by blowback. He remained a friend of ours right up to his invasion in the summer of 1990 of Kuwait. We became alarmed when he invaded Kuwait that he could also go on and invade Saudi Arabia itself. The largest reserves of oil on earth. We stationed troops in Saudi Arabia. It was a mistake in every sense of the term. Remember, Osama bin Laden had said, I resent the government of Saudi Arabia for using Americans to defend Saudi Arabia against Iraq. At that point, we began to fear that we were going to lose our position in Saudi Arabia. Well, the second largest source of proven reserves on earth are in Iraq. This leads us now to demonize our previous ally and to prepare the American public for the thought that we must take him out.
We need to understand why terrorists are anxious to come here. People say, Ron, you're completely wrong. And I get this on radio shows that might agree with our message completely, and they say, we got to go over there and fight them there because we don't want them over here. I think there's a great fallacy in that logic, mainly because they came over here because we were over there. Matter of fact, if you read carefully what Osama bin Laden, our former partner in crime, says, he says, we want you over there. He couldn't believe we would go over there and invade 2 Muslim countries. His recruiting has gone up spectacularly. There never had been any Al-Qaeda in Iraq. Now they have free reign in Iraq. They don't want that war to end. I mean, the worst thing that could happen to the Al-Qaeda is if we walked out of there. But they want us over there. They don't have to come over here. They can pick us off over there. There's one reason why the enemy, and they are our enemies, want to kill us, and that is occupation. We occupy their territory. It would be like the Chinese had their navy in the Gulf of Mexico and had bases in New Hampshire and in Texas, and they think we wouldn't pull out our gun and do some shooting?
ما هي إلا رد فعل للظلم المتواصل الذي يمارس على أبنائنا في فلسطين وفي العراق وفي الصومال وفي جنوب السودان وفي غيرها كما في كشمير وآسيا. فالأمر يخص الأمة بأسرها، فينبغي على الناس أن يستيقظوا من رقادهم وأن يهبوا لإيجاد حل لهذه الكارثة التي تهدد البشر جميعا. وأما الذين أدانوا هذه العمليات فهؤلاء نظروا إلى الحدث بصفة مستقلة.
تؤيد مثل هذه العمليات مع أن المستهدفين فيها كما يقال في الإعلام مدنيين لا ذنب لهم إلى آخر ما يقال.
نعم. بالنسبة لقضية المدنيين هذا المصطلح كثر استخدامه الآن، ولكن نحن نفضل استخدام المصطلحات التي تداولها فقهاؤنا، فهم يقولون مقاتلين وغير مقاتلين. بالنسبة للمقاتل فهو من حمل السلاح ولو كانت امرأة، وغير المقاتل هو الذي لا مشاركة له في الحرب. بالنسبة للشعب الأمريكي في جملته هو مشارك، لأنه هو الذي انتخب هذه الإدارة، وأيضا هو الذي يمول هذه الحرب. وفي انتخابات في هذه الانتخابات الأخيرة والتي سبقتها كانت هناك خيارات أخرى عند الشعب الأمريكي أن ينتخبوا أشخاص لا يريدون الحرب، ومع ذلك لم يحصلوا إلا على الفتات من الأصوات. وأمريكا اليوم هي التي تملك السلاح الذي يستطيع أن يفرق، سلاحهم دقيق، لو أرادوا أن يميزوا ويفرقوا بين الأهداف لفعلوا، ولكنهم مع ذلك يستهدفون الأعراس، يستهدفون الجنازات، يستهدفون العوائل والأسر، ويقتلون من النساء والأطفال الكثير.
وهذا قتلوا البدو في
نعم في باكازم، يعني هذه كانت مجزرة لبدو نساء وأطفال ورعاة. فهذا يدل على أن الأمريكان يقصدون عمدا قتل النساء والأطفال. هناك مسألة أخرى أيضا، 50 عاما من خنق شعب كامل، الشعب المسلم في فلسطين، بدعم وتأييد وتسليح أمريكي، 20 عاما من حصار ثم احتلال للعراق، والآن احتلال لأفغانستان. بعد هذا كله لا ينبغي أن نسأل عن استهداف بعض الأمريكان الذين كانوا سيقتلون في طائرة. فاتورة الحساب التي بيننا وبين أمريكا فيها ما لا يقل عن 1,000,000 مرأة وطفل، لا نتحدث عن الرجال. فاتورة الحساب بيننا وبين الأمريكان في النساء والأطفال فقط وصلت إلى أكثر من 1,000,000. فهؤلاء الذين كانوا سيقتلون في طائرة هم قطرة في بحر، ولنا أن نتعامل معهم بالمثل وأن نعتدي عليهم كما اعتدوا علينا.
But too often the American people won't see it in that light. We are good and wonderful and perfect, and we are only going to deliver our goodness to them. We have two suggestions to the people that we try to do so much good. We go over and we tell them, you do it our way or we're going to bomb you. And then if they do it our way, we subsidize them. What about the alternative of neither bombing nor subsidizing and trying to get along with people and talking to people and trading with people?